Lucius Sergius Catiline was one of the most demonized men in Roman history. Yet he did nothing that Julius Caesar didn't do just a few years later, and Caesar is revered as maybe the greatest Roman of all. The difference between the two men is that Catiline failed to overthrow the Roman state, and Caesar succeeded. Had Caesar failed too, he would have joined Catiline as an infamous character, a monster. It's curious how success changes everything. Nietzsche said, "Success has always been the greatest liar. But isn't failure a great liar too?" Amazing people who undertake brilliant enterprises are condemned as devils and demons if their grand plans to change everything are thwarted. That was the fate of Catiline. Had he succeeded, the destiny of Rome and the world would have been very different. So, what was Catiline like? Francis Galassi wrote, "The tall, pale teenager who walked into the army recruitment office in 90 BC was the son of Lucius Sergius Silo and Bellina." The gens, clan, tribe, Sergia had played an important role in Rome's early history. Its members had filled many offices over the centuries, including praetor, consul and Pontifex Maximus, religious leader. But no new office had come their way in the recent past, and the family fortunes had shrunk, since that was how you replenished your coffers. In Rome, the elite families kept their power, influence and wealth by having a monopoly over all the best jobs. The top jobs of the Roman state were very nice earners. But what did elite families do if, for whatever reason, the top jobs dried up for them? They became poorer. They might go into serious debt. In the worst cases, they might in due course be reduced to the ranks of plebeians. The horror. Every elite Roman family had its eyes fixed on the top jobs and was determined to get them. Imagine an America where the Bushes, Clintons, Trumps, Obamas, Bidens and Kennedys were forever fighting it out for the presidency. That's what Rome was like. The same old families, generation after generation, competed for the finest things and best jobs, and no one else got a look in, bar a miracle. This is what a patrician society looks like. The plebs, the vast majority, are more or less excluded. Is modern America any different? You can't get anywhere in the USA unless you belong to the elite families or are supported by them. There is no mechanism for ordinary people to succeed in the USA, just as there wasn't in Rome. A gladiator slave might become famous in Rome through success in the arena. In the USA, nobody can become rich through success in the sporting arena, or through entertainment, or by having exceptional beauty or humor. But they are never going to make it by living an ordinary life, no matter how much innate talent they have. Yet members of elite families, just by leading the life associated with elite families, find every door opened for them, and every opportunity offered to them. It's almost impossible to fail. In ancient Rome, things had not gone well for Catiline's family, and they were now embittered, and none more so than Catiline himself. At first, Catiline's family blamed the plebs for their woes. In recent times, a provincial pleb called Gaius Marius, through his military genius, had risen to the top in Rome, and that meant that many top jobs had started going to people outside the normal beneficiaries. All those passed over became more and more agitated.